you do is, anyhow, you take the food inside your mouth, and that is ingestion. So suppose you take a potato in your mouth, okay? So that is basically ingestion. Now you cannot push the potato inside your tissues. You cannot push a potato inside your cell. So what you have to do is you have to break down that complex substance of potato into simpler form, and that is what is called as digestion. Okay, that is called as digestion. So it is a phenomena in which complex food substances are broken down into simpler form, and after that you should not keep those broken down substances inside your stomach, all right? So you need to put them in the bloodstream, and for that what you need is absorption. So absorption is the next thing which is required, and after absorption is done, these substances from the tissue, from the potato, like maybe carbohydrate, okay, starch, whatever the extract that comes out from the potato digestion, they are used up by the cell. Like you might be studying about mitochondria, they perform some oxidation. Okay, suppose you eat a potato, so potato gives you carbohydrate. Carbohydrate passes through glycolysis. Glycolysis passes through Krebs cycle. Krebs cycle passes through those electron transport chain, and then energy is produced. So in this way, utilization of the digested food substances will be called as assimilation, not assassination, it is assimilation. Okay, assimilation is utilization of the digested food substance. Now, after everything is done, after all these things are done, the next thing is tomorrow morning's activity. Okay, the regular morning activity. What do we call it? In a sophisticated, decent terminology, we call it digestion, because when you eat potato, you digest potato, you break it down into simpler substances, but the chilka of the potato remains. Okay, the potato peel, okay, covering of the potato. I don't know botanical terminology. I am not very much comfortable with the plant substances. So whatever you call it, that the covering of the potato, I call it chilka. Okay, so that peel of the potato, you need to get rid tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, that activity that we do for that purpose, that is called as digestion. So these are the 5 steps. Okay, these are the 5 steps, and together we call it holozoic mode of nutrition. Now everybody must remember that whenever you study this science, okay, this zoology, you should always be aware of the terminologies. Okay, terminologies are very simple only if you understand it. Here, I'm going to give you the idea how to understand the terminologies. So, like over here, we are using the word holozoic mode of nutrition. Now, over here, is there anyone who knows the meaning of the word holo? Um, Anyone who knows the meaning of the word holo?
It means complete.
Anyone who knows it can raise hand, text
Entire,
me. Great. Okay.
entire,
So,
complete, bulk.
right,
Complete.
right. Great. So, as many of you know it, that the word holo means complete. So, whenever we say holozoic mode of nutrition, that means it's a complete nutrition that we are talking about. Achha, those people who will be answering, just one thing, let's make it clear on this first day also, that okay, it's a very good thing that you are responding. I'm liking it. I'm liking, and I've started to like this batch. But one thing is there, that everybody must take a responsibility that once your answering is completed, you must mute yourself. Okay, because I don't do that, compulsory muting. I have kept the optional muting over here. I've given you the power to unmute yourself, but use it as a grown up people. So you answer it. Once you're answering it, after that just put yourself on
Sure,
mute
sir.
again. When I ask you any question, you can again unmute and you can answer. Yes,
Okay, sir.
anybody else was asking something?
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine.
Okay,
All right,
sir.
so over here when we talk about this holozoic mode of nutrition, so that is complete nutrition, this is what we mean. And then see over here, Shankar Shubro is still in an unmuted condition. Just then it becomes a little bit slower when I have to mute everybody again and again and again. All right. So like I can put a compulsory mute on, but that way the fun of the class goes missing. I don't like that type of class. I hate speaking to walls. Arey yaar. Some people are not listening, it seems. Okay, finally. All right, so let's proceed ahead. So we have discussed what an animal is. Now, when we talk about this animal kingdom, and primarily when we talk about these, non-chordates. So I'll tell you a very simple way of learning it. Okay, it is of course you need to remember a lot of stuff over here, but I'll just make something systematic so that you understand it. See, whenever we talk about this animal kingdom, non-chordates, how do we study it? You should always study it under few points. So, what are the few points you should study? Number one, you must study the. There is a great noise. Okay, so I'm muting everybody
Another
compulsorily.
question.
I'll unmute later on. Okay. Now I have compulsorily muted all of you. Maybe it will take a few more classes for everybody to understand it. So our mode of communication till that time is going to be your nodding. Okay. So everybody over here, I can see almost 80, 79, 80 students I can see. So just give me some nod when you understand. Okay. So we will be progressing ahead. So as I was telling you that how do we study this non-coordinate? We study it under a few headings. First heading that we should study is the level. Okay. Level of organization. Level of organization. This is the first thing that we will talk about. Second thing that we will talk about, that is going to be see, remember, every organism has got some architecture, some engineering, some design. Like for example, if you are a human, so your body, you can say architecture or your body designing, that is different from the designing of a starfish, and the designing of starfish is again different from designing of say hydra. So every organism has a particular type of architecture or designing, or what I call it as a planning. So every body has a plan, and I call it body plan. So after we will learn about level of organization, we will learn about the body plan. After we have learned about the body plan, then comes up another thing, and that is called as symmetry. The spelling is not C, it starts with S. Symmetry, which starts with C, that is the Kabristan, that is the graveyard. Okay, we are not discussing that, we are discussing symmetry. So, what is the symmetry? Symmetry is, suppose what you do is one day you take a axe, okay, not the deodorant axe, you take the non deodorant axe, okay. So, you take axe and you chop yourself off in such a way that it divides you into two equal halves. So that is the condition, that you have to chop yourself off in such a way that you should divide yourself into two equal halves. So how can you do it? Okay, so that is basically symmetry. So we will discuss all these things in detail. I'll just tell you what are the points that we are going to discuss over here. So next thing we'll discuss is symmetry. Next after this, after we have discussed symmetry, we are going to discuss about something called as germ layer. Now when we talk about germ layer, this germ is, what sort of germ are we talking about? Bacteria, virus, fungus, protozoa, helminth. What sort of germ? Which germ is this? Is it Titanu or Kitanu? This is not that type of germ. This germ is, germinal. It is that thing from which you germinated. Once upon a time, all of you, okay, be it whatsoever, sex, creed, caste, religion, whatsoever you are from, okay, every one of us, once upon a time, we looked same and we looked super cute. We you look like this, such sweet, isn't it? Golu type. And those days, if somebody would ask you, what's your name? Who are you? You would say, I am a goat, zygote. Okay. So that time when you were a zygote, you were lonely. Okay, you were a single cell organism, so you were feeling very lonely. So one day you wanted a friend, so you got a friend over there, and after that you wanted more friends, and you started having more friends, and then even more friends came up. Okay, and there were so many friends that you developed an entire district disc-like structure. Okay, you understand that in a three-dimensional way, this is sort of that disc. So many cells are present over here. So many friends are present over here. Okay, Amir, no, I'm trying to discuss germ over here. So these are so many cells. Okay, they're forming a disc. Now later on, something happened, and this disc gave rise to the beautiful you. Okay, this is scarecrow. In Bengal, it is called Kaktarua. So you see this entire conversion, it came from here. So this layer that you can see over here, disc-like layer, it is called as a germ layer. Okay, so this is germ layer because here, from here you germinated, you sprouted out from here. So that is what is called a germ layer. So once we are done with germ layer discussion, the next discussion that we will do, that is we will learn something called as coelom. Okay, so people say coelom is a cavity present inside the body. So body cavity is coelom. So we will discuss something about coelom, and after that we will discuss something called as segment. Okay, we will see that bodies. Some animals are there whose bodies are segmented. Uh, Sushobhan is asking, sir, germ layer is that disc? Yes, of course. This disc, Sushobhan, is the germ layer. This one is the germ layer. This is the germ layer. Okay, germ layer. All right. Now, after we discuss coelom, I was telling that there are few animals who are divided into equal halves. Okay, so they are like the train compartments. So that is called as segmentation. So we will discuss something called as segmentation after this. Segmentation. So once we are done with these things, we have discussed all the non-coordinates. Okay, the details of all the non-coordinates as far as their anatomy is concerned, as far as their structure is concerned. Now we will discuss about their function. So when we talk about the function, we call them Proma. Don't worry, we will discuss about segmentation in detail later on. For the timing, just understand this, that if there is an animal which looks somewhat like this, so what do you see? That there is some segments present in the body of the animal. Okay, Proma. So this is segmentation. So there are a lot of variations over here. We will discuss about various non-coordinates and there are different ways and styles in which they are segmented. All right. So that is segmentation. So anyways, so once we are done with this, we will talk about the different non-coordinates as far as their function is concerned or their physiology is concerned. Now, all of you have studied NCERT, I hope. If you haven't, then it is high time you must give it a thorough reading. So those people who have studied, I guess you people have studied basically one page that is called as contents. I guess everybody has studied that page. The heading of the page was contents. So if you have studied that, so have you noticed what was the first chapter of physiology over there? What was the first physiology chapter of NCERT? Anybody can put it up on chat because I have muted everybody. So first chapter of physiology as per NCERT. Let's see whether you have studied the contents or not. Okay. So Abhilasha says digestion. Sushobhan says living world. Living world, really, Sushobhan, is a physiology chapter? Okay, great. Rest of the people have given a correct answer. It is digestion. So, of course, we will discuss about digestion first. So, whatever you say, I will write that. Okay. Yes, Melita. So, the next, what was the next chapter? Next chapter. Come up with the next chapter. Next chapter of physiology. Okay, great. Omeo has already given the answer. Great, great. Okay. So, it is breathing, respiration. Achha, I'll write respiration. I won't write breathing because breathing is a sort of a gawar wali writing. We should always, whether we are not, but we should always sound like educated people. Okay. Next topic. Next topic. What should be the next topic? Give me some sophisticated terminology by which. Okay, great. It is circulation. Brilliant. Circulation. Next topic. Give me next topic. Circulation. Next, after circulation, what is the next chapter? Great. Okay, it is excretion. After that, next chapter. No, let's go sequentially, guys. Some people are going out of the sequence. Okay, brilliant. So locomotion. After that, next chapter nervous control. Great. And next chapter is endocrine control. Next, after nervous and endocrine, we have got the next physiology, and the last physiology chapter is yes, of course, nervous control and chemical control is there. Great. Okay. It is reproduction. Really, only Shobhota remembers that there is one more chapter left. Rest nobody remembers that there was another physiology chapter also. Reproduction. So here also we will follow the same process. We are going to talk about these chapters in sequence. So remember, how many points I've written over here? One. Okay, yes, Bitan was here too. Great, Bitan. Yes. Bitan also remembers that. Why snatching credit from a person? Very bad. All right. So here, how many points we have got? 5, 6, and 7. So you see 7 points on the physiology part and 6 points on the anatomy part. So there are 13 points. These 13 points, if you remember, for every particular phylum in every non-chordate, if you remember these 13 points, then trust me, 85% of the job is done. Okay. There will be another 5% of the job. 10% job we will discuss. So, every phylum has some speciality. We have to discuss those specialities as well. So that is that 10% of the job, and rest 5% of the job is very important for whom? For me, of course not for you. And that is the examples. Okay, examples are very important in this topic for exam purpose. Remember, if you want to crack your exam, then you must remember the examples. Okay, as far as this animal kingdom is concerned, non-chordates are concerned. So over here, once I've given you the overview, now let's start discussing all of the points in a little bit detail. So remember that when we talk about this level of organization, so in level of organization, there are few things. Uh, yes, Bitan, examples, you should focus right now, you should focus only on NCERT based examples. Okay. If you have received the study material of Akash, then you should go through that as well. There are a few examples. Why am I saying, why am I asking you to follow those examples as well? Because those are the examples which have been asked sometime or the other in some exam. That is why those examples have been incorporated in the book. So NCERT and material, beyond that, nothing is required. Okay, Ria, are you raising hand? Really? I was guessing so. Mistake. Okay. So over here, let's start with our first point. So if you remember, the first point over here was level of organization. So when we talk about this level of organization, so level, everybody has a level. You have a level, I have a level. We don't talk to people, below the level. So in the same way, every animal has a particular level. So when we talk about those level, so there are very, very simple organisms who are nothing but, cluster of cells. Like imagine, let's take some example of a few people whom I can see over here. So let's start with whom I can see. Let's say I can see QCOM BTD. Okay, so suppose I with the help of my nails I scratch Mr. QCOM BTD, and in my inside my nail there will be a few cells collected. After that, I scratch, let's say, Ria, and I'm going to get some of her skin cells as well. Then I'm going to scratch Bikram, and I'm going to get his skin cells. I'm going to scratch Sweetie, her skin cells, Devodeep. So I'm going to get, say, for example, so how many people have scratched? One, two, three, four. Okay, 5 people. So 5 people I have scratched, and their cells are present inside my nail. Now what I do is I'm going to catch hold of all those cells from my nail bed. I'm going to collect all the cells and I'm going to place it on the hand of Bitan. So, can I say now that Bitan is holding an animal in his hand? Can I say this, that Bitan is holding an animal in his hand? What do you think? You can, put a yes or no thing on your chat box. Because see, mind it, all the cells which Bitan is holding right now, they are all multicellular. Okay, the tissue that Bitan is holding, it is multicellular. They are heterotrophic, they are eukaryotic, and they are devoid of cell wall. So everybody have answered no to me, except Akanksha. Akanksha says yes. So except Akanksha, everybody has said no. But then those people who have said no, don't you think that all of them, they are eukaryotic, they are multicellular, they are heterotrophic, they are devoid of cell wall? Then how can you say no? As far as National Council of Education, Research and Training is concerned, these are the few points which are very important. Multicellular, heterotrophic with holozoic mode of nutrition. Okay, Shobhota says, what Shobhota says? Acha, no organization. Okay, Bitan says does not reproduce. Reproduction so is also there in the plants, right? So it's not a speciality of animal. Neha says that cells are dead. Why are they dead? Like, why can't they join? Uh, Ashumita says cause they are cells, not organism. Are so many cells will make up organism. Um, okay, Sumaya says, Acha, anytime I make any pronunciation error, since I am not capable of knowing you personally in this market of Corona, because we are not meeting offline, it's all online. So anytime I make any pronunciation error, before feeling senti or mental, just let me know, okay, in the chat that sir, this is not the pronunciation, this is the pronunciation. Okay, so just correct me if I'm wrong. So okay, if so Sumaya is asking about 85% and 5% wala calculation. I was telling you that whatever points we are discussing, there were 7 plus 6, I think 13 points I told you. If you remember those 13 points, then 85% of the non-correct chapter is done, and then rest 10% we will discuss about each and every phylum, some of their specialities. So 85 plus 10 is 95%. And when we say percent, it is in 100. So 5% is left, and those 5% is the example that you have to remember. So if you know those 5% example, your total 100% job is done. Okay. Amya says that, but the cells do not coordinate, but the cells do not coordinate together while in the hand to perform any function. Acha. They don't have particular organization. Okay. Um, you scratched only a few cells, Bitan says. So what? Akanksha says they can't make upping per. What is upping per? Bitan says we are organ system lele. So what is this? We are organ system lele. Anyways, no symmetry. It's not living. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Neha says the cells are not metabolizing. Abhilasha says no independent existence. Anubrata says cannot make a proper organ. Okay. Bitan says your organ system level. All right. So see, one thing is clear. Everybody is understanding that these cells, they are discrete cells and they do not have any such organization. So remember, when we talk about the level of organization, let me tell you, there are some animals who are just some cluster of cells. So these animals who are just cluster of cells, but they are well organized, we call them as cellular level organization. Okay, they are cellular level organization. And uh, Vishwajit says, sir, I can't see anything. Uh, okay, so Vishwajit, can you see there is a computer sort of thing in front of you, mobile or computer? Don't tell me that in this COVID-19 time you need to visit a eye doctor, ophthalmologist. Uh, you can't see anything. Like if you can't see the whiteboard, do let me know. If you can't see anything as you have written, Vishwajit, then must visit ophthalmologist. or maybe you have forgotten to wear the specs. Okay, so Melissa is again raising hand. Melissa, if it is by mistake, lower it. If it is not by mistake, then keep it raised. I will come back to you in a while. So, okay, so the basic organization level is cellular level organization. A little bit higher level of organization, what do we call it? We call it tissue level. Anybody knows what is the next higher level organization? Correct, Bitan. It is organ level of organization. Great. Okay, a lot of people know this. And finally, who are we? We are the highest organization people. So we are in system level organization. Correct, organ system level. Brilliant. So everybody has understood this. Now let's see what Milita has to say. Yes, Milita, tell me. Milita, you can unmute yourself now and you can ask me what is your query. You are raising hand.
No, no, sir, I have no problem.
Are, I told you, if you don't have any problem, lower the hand. So, anyways, so always remember that these are the various levels of organization. Now, can you tell me which one out of all these levels, which one is most primitive? Which one is most primitive? Anyone? And which one is okay, great? And which one is most advanced? Correct. So many people have understood this, that most primitive is the cellular and most advanced is the organ system. Brilliant. Okay. Bikram says no. Why will Bikram say no? To whom Bikram is saying no? Orko Prabhu, I can see you raising hand. Again, if it is by mistake, then lower your hand. Otherwise, keep it raised. I will come back to you after a while. Manisha also says no. I, I, I don't know why. Bikram says no. Onnesha says cellular primitive. That's understandable. Prastoy says most advanced is organ system. Understandable. Bikram again says cellular. Chalo, this time it is understandable. Manisha again says no. I don't know why. Okay. Fine. Let's go back to Orko Prabhu and see what's his problem. Yes, Orko Prabhu, you can unmute yourself
Sir.
and you can ask me a query. Huh? Tell me, sir is listening. Orko Prabhu to Houston. Orko Prabhu from control room, I can listen to you. Can you listen to me, Orko Prabhu? Orko Prabhu is out of grid. Maybe Orko Prabhu has landed on moon. In this entire market of Corona and Amphan, it's no issue going to moon with network system. Anyways, let Orko Prabhu come back. We will proceed till that time. So, okay, so everybody understood, I guess, the level of organization when we talk about level of organization. Next thing, after we discuss about level, next thing, if you remember, you should be, next class onwards, everybody must be thorough about these points. So next point that we are discussing, that is supposed to be body plan. What is a body plan? What do we learn in this body plan? Remember, different organisms have different types of body plan, different types of designing. So if I talk about that very primitive type of organism, let's say it was just a cluster of cell, just a cluster of cell. Who was holding? I guess Bitan was holding it. So, and I told you that suppose this is really an organism. Okay, suppose this is really an organism, then what is does this organism has any plan, or it is just a mass of cells? What do you think? Does this organism has any plan, or is it just a mass of cells? Great. So as many of you have understood, Ashumita, Bitan, everybody has understood that it is just a mass of cells. So no worry, we will call that only, but in a good English. In good English, mass of cell, we call it aggregate. So aggregate means it's a collection. So whose aggregate? Cell aggregate. Okay. And this type of body plan is called as cell aggregate body plan. Okay. This is called as a cell aggregate body plan. Yes, Prishti. So it is cell aggregate body plan. then you will see there are some organisms present whose shape is more like the shape of a flower vase, beautiful flower vase. See, my paintings are normally uh, in an abstract art level, so neither you should laugh at it nor you should, think bad about me. So this is my artwork. So okay. So this is another type of body plan, and this body plan, if you look at it, it is looking like a sack. Okay, like a sack of rice, sack of potato. So it's looking like a sack which has a dead end. A dead end, or it has got a. If you look over here, you will see it has got a blind turn. Okay. Uh, Bikram, aggregate means collection. Bikram, are you understanding? Aggregate means collection. So, yes, okay, Bikram, if you nod also, I will understand. You don't need to, do mehnat and type it. I can see Bikram is typing Zabardast. Okay, anyways. So, over here, remember that if we are talking about such a body plan, which is looking like a sack and has such a blind turn, okay, dead end, blind turn. So, we call it blind sack body plan. So, the next type of body plan is a blind sack body plan. After this, the next thing that we will discuss, that is a little bit higher type of body plan, that is us. Yes, Neha, this type of body plan is a body plan where you will see that, see, if you look at this structure, don't you see that it is looking like a sack? Sack mane, it is in Hindi it is called as boria, in Bangla it is called as bosta, okay, and in English it is called as a sack. So this is looking like a sack, the green part, and this sack has got a dead end. Okay, it has got a blind turn. So such a sack is called as a blind sack, and this type of body plan is called as a blind sack body plan. Uh, Dead end means, Neha, that imagine you are going to a place, and you are crossing. You have to enter into a gully. Okay, gully, gully. Everybody knows gully boy. Okay, the boys who roam around in the gully. So if you enter a gully and you keep walking down the gully, and then you find that the gully is not opening up, the gully ends suddenly. There is a house at the end, or there is a wall at the end. So what you have to do? You have to take a sudden turn, U-turn. So over there, if you ever even I'm speaking to Sumaya also at the same time, because your questions are all same. So uh, remember that Kriparna in U shape, when you see letter U, so here there is quite a huge area present. So everybody remember this, that yes, Shishobon, that's what I'm explaining. Try to understand this. Whenever you are going by later on, next time when you visit a mountain, okay, whenever you visit a mountain, you will see that sometimes there are a lot of signboards given in the mountain, that accident prone area, no horn, please, okay, landslide prone area. In this, a lot of signboards are given. Over there is another signboard given which has got a shape like this, and over there it is written blind turn. Blind turn means this area, okay, this area also you won't get. So this is U-turn, but when it is more abrupt like this, okay, so here you will see that that area is also not there. So this is blind turn. So now everybody understood this. Uh, yes, Srishti, you are right. Okay, so Sushobhan and Kriparna, Neha, Sumaya, everybody got it. So this is dead end or blind end. So over here, since this sack, okay, if you look over here, if you focus at the pointer, so if you look at this sack has got a dead end or a blind turn, and this is called as a blind sack body plan. So this type of body plan is called as a blind sack body plan. Once we have discussed this, now let's talk about the higher end. Okay, the highest level people, that is us, we people. So you people, do you know what is your entire day's activity, and primarily in this lockdown time? You behave like, I'll show you how you behave. You behave like this. You behave like this. Ashmita says panda. Huh, that's true. But right now I'm not discussing about that. But see, you, yes, Bitan. So you look like this. Diagrammatically, I'm showing what you look like. You look so beautiful like this. Why, because your entire day's job is that you take substances and you put it through this. This hole is called as mouth. So this is the opening through which you keep stuffing in. Early morning biscuits, tea, Complan, milk, Milo, Boost is the secret of Sachin's energy. So whatever, okay, you put it in over here, lunch, dinner, snacks, okay. And your another activity is next morning's activity, that is taking place through this. So this is your life. Then, so this is day one job. This is the place through which you do day one job, and this is the place through which you do day two job. So this is who you are. Sushavan says exactly. But see, a lot of people will be disagreeing with me that sir is comparing us like a tube. Okay, fine. In your body, in your life, there are more things present. So I'll draw that also. More things, rest of the things, they are present here. All right, rest of the things are present in this area. So what do we see? I guess everybody is agreeing with me that this is the area where your heart, lungs, great. Yes, Abhilasha is nodding head. That's great. So everybody should be doing that. Okay, so see over here, all your rest of the visceral organs are present, and as uh, Shabnam and Shobhota has already understood, this is a tube. Yes, Omeo, it is tube within tube. Okay, so such body plan is tube within tube body plan. Okay, don't worry about my handwriting. Once you come up to my fraternity, you will also understand why my handwriting is so bad. So we have got three types of body plan in the market. One is cell aggregate body plan. Second is line stack body plan, and the third is tube within tube body plan. So most primitive is uh, correct. So most primitive is cell aggregate body plan, and most advanced is going to be correct. So most advanced is going to be tube within tube body plan. Okay, Neha has asked a very interesting question. Neha is saying that, sir, these things are not there in NCERT. Are we supposed to study from study material? So over here, there is a very relevant thing which I want to tell it to you people. So everybody must listen to it. See here, so I won't go into very much detail because Animal Kingdom does not play such major role in your entrance exam. As far as Animal Kingdom is concerned, hardly two questions or three questions will be coming up. I don't know in this market of lockdown what NTA is planning, but usually scenario is nothing more than 2 to 3 questions will come up. So that is 8 to 12 marks. So yes, Swarna, Swarna, I can't pronounce your name, please. I'm sorry. Uh, yes, they will do. So yes, they only this much on. Okay, only this much. Only 2 to 3 questions usually will come up. So if you lose this 12 marks, then you understand that if you had a chance to get into medical college, uh, then you will be going to Bakura, Shammiloni. If you had a chance to go to AIMS, then you will be in State GS Medical College. So 12 marks matters a lot. So we cannot ignore this chapter. But remember, if we spend too much time on this 12 marks, then rest of the, you understand, those 88 marks are going to be left out, and that will put you in the repeater batch next year. So we won't spend so much time. Okay. Yes, so Ameya says that in the package there are around 4 to 5 questions in the previously asked questions from this chapter. So you see the frequency of question coming up is so low. Only 4 to 5 questions are there. Uh, Bitan, that's all right. No questions outside NCERT is supposed to come up. Okay, it's a matter of the twist of the question. That's it. So see these things. Okay, Sumaya is asking, sir, is human physiology is included in zoology? But come on, Sumaya, that is the reason I am here. Okay, I don't deal with. I am not a veterinarian doctor. Okay, like I am a person who deals with the human body only, and that is the reason I have to teach zoology. Okay, because no other stream was suitable for me. That's why I'm here. Okay, you are questioning that area only. But anyways, of course, don't worry. Human physiology will be here only. Okay, you have to jellify me with human physiology. So, so here is the deal that in animal kingdoms, I am not going to give you so many details and too much in-depth discussion. But physiology is completely conceptual, so it is not at all fact-based. So over there, we might discuss a little bit more. So, okay, Bishwajit is saying, Bishwajit asks even more dangerous questions. Sir, is anybody chatting? I can't see anyone's chat. Uh, yes, Bishwajit, lot of people are chatting, but with me because I'm the important person here. You are not. So everybody is chatting with me right now. All right, and since it's going to be interactive class, I'm reading out the names whosoever is chatting, so that nobody thinks that all the things which are happening in the class is completely fictitious and there is no correlation with anything living or dead. It's not like that. Here, everything is related to living and dead because we are dealing with zoology. So people are chatting with me, but not with you. Okay, so don't worry. I'm not making it completely, fictitious. And okay, Nilanjana is asking which creature body is like blind. So don't worry, Nilanjana. We will come up to all the examples. I'll give you some. I'll give you a lot of idea. Achha, chalo, since Nilanjana is asking that who looks like this weird creature, who looks like this. So Nilanjana, I'll draw a very abstract art because that is all what I can do, and you will understand. And the question will be towards you only. It's going to be Pehchan Con. So you will see there is an animal who looks somewhat like this. Okay. Somebody says Euglena. Okay, don't insult me by talking about botanical things. All right. So great. So everybody has understood it, but question is whether who was that person? Nilanjana. Whether Nilanjana understood or not. Nilanjana, can you guess? Pechan Kon, who's this? Yes, great. Everybody else is giving correct answer. So you see, it is having such type of a blind stack body plan. There are a lot of examples. Okay, we'll come to that point. So okay, let me finish what I was. What are the things which are important over here? I'll give you the. Let me give you the orientation about this chapter since I'm getting such type of questions. So yes, Neha, I'll tell you. I'll tell you all these things. See, so you understand that the weightage of chapter is not so much, but again we can't miss it out. So remember that over here, so I'm not giving you so much details, but in the next upcoming chapters, there will be details present. Okay, and of course, I cannot give you too much details in the short span of time. Okay, I'm just clearing your concept, and I'm just telling you the most important things because I don't have that much time in your batch. So over here, remember that many a times my entire lecture will not be going as per the book. Okay, of course, each and every word that I speak, you will find every word in the book. But since I'm not reading out book, neither I'm writing book, I'm teaching. So my entire orientation remains in a different way. So do not try to learn my lecture from that bookish way. Try to understand what I'm speaking, and after that, once you read the book, you will find everything is clear as sprite. Okay, not just clear, it is like as clear as sprite. Sprite clear as that type of clear. So crystal clear. So most of my lectures will have no correlation with any of the books because I teach from my background way of teaching, medical way of teaching, and your books are written the way books are written. So there is a little bit of gap present. That is number one thing. Next thing is yes, there is another question that is there are so many things given in package, and are they required? Well, definitely all of those things are not required. But see, I do not know what sort of question paper NTA has set, and I am not the part of the panel over there. And trust me, I don't do any such question paper business. Okay, like 10 rupees, 10 rupees, 10 rupees. Okay, set A 10 rupees, set B 20 rupees. I don't do that type of business. So I do not have the leaked question paper as well. So, see, Ronak is already asking how to get them. You are trying to get question paper. See, till now, so in NTA exam, they are asking you to wear the dresses without belt, without pocket, half sleeves. If you now also go on with how to get question papers, next time onwards, without clothes only, they will send you inside the examination hall. Okay, so don't try all this stuff. So, anyways, um, okay, what is Somdata saying? You are very good at memorizing advertisement tagline. Really, am I? Okay, thank you. So, anyways, so over here, see what I was telling you, that everything is not important over here. But since I do not know what the question paper is having in it, so whatever I'm teaching you, that is most important. Remember it. If you have time and space, then you can read the rest of the things. And yes, Bitan, discussion and NCRT should be sufficient enough for NEET. Okay, but again, I can make commitments over here because since you are getting a lot of extra time, and also I don't know if they will raise the standard of the question, but that is not very much socio-political as much as I understand our country. So I'm not thinking that way. Okay, so most likely my discussion and NEET will be enough. Okay, and you do not have time also for reading the extra stuff from the study material, so don't get confused and read lot of things. Rather than that, I will suggest that read uh, small stuff, but read it with full confidence and read it thoroughly. Okay, so uh, okay, yes, Vishti, I love teaching. So so remember that NCERT, yes, they thank you. So remember that always remember this, that whatever I'm teaching over here, the discussion plus NCERT for the time being, consider it to be enough. Okay, baki rab rakha. So let's proceed ahead. So over here, I guess everybody has understood the body plan. So if we go to the next thing, so next point that we were discussing, that was symmetry. So when we talk about this symmetry, so let's look into this organism. Look at the pointer, okay? This organism. In this organism, can you cut it in any plane? How many planes you can cut it so that they get divided into equal halves? Can you cut it in any plane? Okay, Bitan says no plane you can cut it. Okay, great. So everybody says that you can't cut it in any plane. Okay, and if that is true, that you can't cut it in any plane, okay, zero plane you can cut, then we will call it as, okay, what can we call it? We will call it asymmetrical. Okay, we will call it asymmetrical. All right, yes, correct, Srishti, it is asymmetrical. Okay, great. Amya, Somdatta, Shabnam, wow, okay, wow, lot of people have already given the correct answer. Brilliant. Now let's look at that animal which I had drawn. Okay, any animal with a blind sac, this type of body plan. So how many planes you can cut it so that it gets divided into equal halves? How many planes you can cut it? Okay, Lalitsa says one. One really? Uh, Ashumita also says one. Shankashubra says one. Triporna says two. Koina says two. Sumaya says two. Rest people says infinite. Okay, okay. So let's see. Okay, let's consider this is one plane. This is one plane. Everybody agrees? Okay. Those people who said two planes. So this is one plane. Then second plane is this. Okay, this is another plane. Can I say the third plane is going like this? Yes or no? Can I say fourth plane is like this? Okay. Can I say fifth plane is like this? Sixth plane is like this. Seventh plane is like this. So you see, infinite, correct. So now everybody understands that those people who have written infinite number of planes, they are given the Sahi Jawab. So whenever there is an organism which can be divided into infinite number of planes, okay, if it is zero plane, then it is asymmetrical. But if it is the opposite, infinite number of plane, then we will call it radial. Okay, then it is called as radial symmetry. Now, how about everybody has seen that movie. There is a great author. Her name was something Howling, J.K. Rowling. Everybody, I guess, knows J.K. Rowling. She had created a character called as Hari Puttar. Okay, so if you ever see in that, yes, Ashumita. So if you ever see in that, yes, Sushovan, J.K. Rowling is her name. Okay, so she has copied a lot of stuff from our zoology portion. So, do you know that in that Hariputtar story, there is a weird ball which they used to play? You know, in their Khandan, they don't have scooty or bike. Okay, so they have to ride a broomstick. I have no problem with that. The only thing is that there is no cushion on the broomstick. It's very difficult to sit. I don't know how so many people they are sitting, and that's high altitude on a broomstick. Okay, M, G, H, these three things don't work on them. Neither M works, nor G works, nor H works. Nothing works over there. So, anyways, yes, so it's very scary, Srishti, true. Of course, riding a broomstick that's without cushion, without seat cover, nothing. It's so bad. But anyways, so over there, such a weird ball is present. So yes, okay, it has a name. A lot of people are getting angry since I'm calling it weird thing. But whatever it is, it's a weird ball. So consider that this weird ball is basically suppose an animal. So um, no Bitan, problem should be for everybody. Uh, okay, to think more deep. So anyways, so over here, if this is considered as an animal, then can you tell me in how many planes you can divide it into? Just consider that this is an animal. So how many planes you can divide it into? Okay, Bitan says one. Okay, Devodip must be typing. Achakankha says, okay, people are saying one, 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 one. Who said two? Just a sec. Okay, Shilpi said two. Abhilasha said two. Sumaya said two. Ashumita said two. Okay, Shomili said two. Proma says two. Omeo says maybe. I don't know what is that mean. Acha. Devodip says two. Neha says two. Omeo thinks two. Um, Vishwajit says two. Sushobhan says maybe two. Koena says two. Srishti says what is the question? Uh, rest people says one. So let's progress. Over here, see, first plane is like this. This is most obvious. What if I consider this whiteboard itself to be like a plane? That means, can it happen that there is a plane which is passing like this and is dividing into equal halves? Can it happen? Think and tell me. So one plane is like this. So you see here the total number of plane is coming out to be 2. So yes, so if there are two planes present, so what do we call it? We call it biradial symmetry. Okay, it is called as biradial, no Protoy, it is biradial symmetry. If there are two planes, then we will call it biradial symmetry. Alright, now let's talk about Protoy only. Why only Protoy? Let's talk about Protoy. Let's talk about Srishti. I'll tell a few people. Let's talk about Anuj Khapa. Let's talk about Sanket Konar. Let's talk about Somdatta, and let's talk about Sushovan. So let's take all these people and let's take the same axe that the non-deodorant axe, and you chop it off. These guys, beach beach, okay, from the center, okay, from the center, like you chop them off, head to toe, okay, like the axe should be cutting it, forehead, nose, lips, everything should be cut beach, okay, to the center. So we will get two equal halves. So is there any other plane in which we can get equal halves? Is there any other plane of division in which we can get equal halves? No. That means how many planes can we divide a human body into? One plane. Correct. And this is called as bilateral. This is called as bilateral. So those people whose name I have taken, they have well understood why I have taken their name. Shabnam Parveen has said something really scary. Deep Proti Deep, okay, it's a Bengali word, I guess. It's Deep Proti Somo, if you are trying to say that. Is this the Bengali for bilateral symmetry? I don't know Bengali terminology as such. I know Hindi, English, and Bangla. I can read, write, and speak thoroughly, but I don't know terminology. Um, yes, Neha, I'll repeat bilateral. If it is a single plane by which we can divide any organism into equal halves, then we call it as bilateral symmetry. Understood? Great. All right. Yes, Milita. Fine. Deep Pratisama. I got it. Deep Pratisama Zindabad. Okay. But bilateral symmetry. Yes. Shankha Shubra, I'll repeat it. Acha, Proma says that they are wrong. Bilateral symmetry is called Ak Pratisama. Acha, whatever Pratisama it is. But if you have understood, my job is done. Shankar Shubra is talking about biradial. Shankar Shubra. So if you can divide any organism into two planes, okay, if any organisms can be divided into symmetrical halves by two planes of division, then that is called as biradial. Okay, this is an example of biradial. This is an example of radial, and you yourself is an example of bilateral. Now I guess understood, Shankar Shubra? All right. So Sushovan is asking, what's the term for infinite plane? It is written. Can't you see the whiteboard? My handwriting isn't that bad. Come on. Your handwriting, by chance, suppose it becomes yes, Sushovan. One day, if your handwriting becomes like this, then do you realize you yourself won't be able to read your own handwriting? How bad would it be? So, anyways, so I guess everybody is now clear with the symmetry part. No confusion. Great combination. Okay. So let's proceed ahead. So the next thing that we will discuss over here, it was germ layer. Now here, remember everyone, the okay, Lalitha, thank you. So when we talk about the germ layer, remember the term that we use for the layer germ is derm. Wow, it's rhyming. The term, I should write it, and it's fun. The term that we use for the layer germ is derm. I'm a zoological poet now. So remember that if we talk about these germ layers, so remember that if there is a layer like this, so remember minimum number of layer that is required, that is two layer. Okay. So if we talk about now, actually what happens is, initially you were like this. As a first, I'll give you an example with a human. Okay. Let's take some example with the human. Then it will be more clear for you to understand. See, when you were developing, at that time, how you looked like, do you have any idea? You look somewhat like this. Yes, they says that, sir, you are a doctorate and zoological poet, multi-talented. No, yes, I am not a doctorate, I am a doctor. Okay, it's like DOCTOR, not that PhD wala. I am not so much educated. Okay, I'm sort of a gawar person. Okay, so don't chow me by saying you're a doctorate. Okay, I'm not that educated. Little studied I have done. Okay, so over here, see this is one such layer present over here, and there is another layer present over here like this, and then there is another layer which is present over here. Okay, it is just like if you ever go to McDonald's, you will get such type of a burger. Okay, uh, yes, Ashunita, that's what I have done. So see, it is sort of such type of a burger. Okay, um, yes, 50. I know that. I know all these ball games. So over here, now what happens is there is folding. Okay, just the way you do gift wrapping, it is there is folding taking place. Yes, Lalitha, during lockdown only burger reminding is more interesting. Okay, that is the time when you don't get food at that time, reminding of food. When you don't get to sleep at that time, reminding you of sleep. That is the beauty. So over here, what happens is this entire thing gets folded. Now I'm going to tell you how the thing is getting folded. So the folding, I'll just try to give you a 3D idea. Later on in some chapter, if we get time, I'm going to give you more detailed idea. So this entire thing gets folded somewhat like this. I'm not changing the color so that you understand it properly. I hope this 3D idea is getting clear to you. So are you understanding what I'm up to? What sort of folding I'm talking about? So this is the way. Yes, it is like a roll cake actually. So you see this folding takes place and the time comes up, sushi of course. And the time comes up, remember all, Jose, remember all sushi and Chinese food, and then do remember Corona as well. Okay, because the sushi makers' friends actually, not the real sushi makers, but their friends actually gave us this beautiful gift. So a time comes up when this entire thing gets folded. Okay, this gets fused. Later stage, from here, something like this comes out, which people call it as hand, and something like this comes out, which people call it as foot. And this is how a baby is born. Do you realize this? How a human baby is developing from these germ layers? Are you understanding? Yes. So everybody is getting how this is. Manisha says no. Manisha, try to look at the colors. Somdatta is going more ahead. Somdatta is trying to catch a train, it seems. Somdatta says, sir, as per you said, we should read the topic before the class. Can you tell us what would be the next class topic? Of course, I can tell you. The next class topic is going to be non-coordinates only. So what happens is folding, the way folding took place like on this side as well as on the other side, folding takes place here also, here also. So what happens is, this entire portion becomes a head, this portion becomes the anus. So in this way, folding is taking place. No, seriously, are you getting it, guys? How a human baby is getting developed? All right. So do you realize uh, you can't get the folding portion, Triparna? Just try to see the layers. That see, this was a black colored layer, and when this black colored layer, imagine it is getting folded in this way. This black colored layer, imagine it is getting folded in this way. Do you realize then this is the condition that you're going to get, Triparna? When if this folding is taking place outside, that means this green wala thing is also folding. No, this green wala thing is also folding this side as well as from that side as well. So that will give rise to this green wala roll. Now are you understanding, Triparna? Yes, Bitan, of course. Uh, no, Sushovan, nothing like that. Neha, you don't need all the details. Okay, I don't need to discuss this stuff right now, but I have a per person. That is why I'm just telling this. So how head is formed, you have to clear the entrance exam for that. Okay, only then after that you can get it. But Triparna, are you understanding this folding, how it is going on? Okay, anyways, let Triparna reply. But see, this is okay, great. So you see, this outermost portion, that is this black layer which is present over here. Sorry, I'm talking about the black layer. Okay, so this black layer which is present, it is present outside. I told you that the term that we use for layer germ is derm. So since it is outside, the term for outside, yes, correct. So our term for outside is ecto. So we call it ectoderm. The term for inside, what is the opposite of ecto, anyone? Correct, very good. Este. The term for green one should be endo, and the term for layer germ is derm. So endoderm. And whatever is the term for middle, what should be the term for middle? It is mesoderm. So I guess everybody understands that we are derived from three germ layers. So remember that when we talk about this three germ layer, Trisha, if you are raising hand by mistake, lower it. If not, I'll be back to you after a while. So remember that if any animal is made up of two germ layers, they are called as diploblastic. Okay, they are called as blastic. Okay, not plastic. It is B. B for Bombay, so you can't say B for Bengaluru. Okay, not plastic. So diploblastic, and if it is like us humans, then it is triploblastic. Manisha, it is not past, it's not T, it is B. Yes, so it is triploblastic. So if it is diploblastic, remember there is present, sorry, remember there is present only ectoderm and endoderm. Mesoderm is missing, meso missing, okay? There is ectoderm and endoderm present if it is diploblastic. If it is triploblastic, then ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm will be present over there. Anuj, those details we'll discuss later on, all right? But you are right, whatever you're saying is right. So over here, we learned that there are there can be organisms which are made up of two germ layers. There can be organisms which are made up of three germ layers. Okay, so there is ectoderm and endoderm. There can be ecto, meso, and endoderm. So two germ layer present or three germ layer present. So everybody understood? Acha, okay. Who's Trisha? Yes, Trisha, what is your query? You can unmute yourself and you can ask. Trisha, you're raising hand, so you can ask me a question. Okay, Trisha is off the grid. Okay. Yes, Orko Prabhu, what is your query? Orko Prabhu can also unmute yourself. People are raising hand, but nobody is saying a thing. You have to unmute yourself. From my side, I have given you the liberty to unmute yourself. Yes, Orko Prabhu.
Sir, what is mesenchyme?
Okay, mesodermal cell. Okay, imagine Orko Prabhu is asking. I guess everybody's heard it. What is mesenchyme? So remember that whenever we talk about these mesodermal cells have some secretions. Okay, they secrete some connective tissue. So when we talk about those secretions with the mesodermal cells, then it is called as mesenchyme. So it is just like this situation that if imagine those yellow layered cells, they are not compact cells, they are cells with secreted connective tissue. So cells plus secreted connective tissue together is called as mesenchyme. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, great. Okay, then yes, Sumaya, you can ask your query.
Sir? Sir, am I audible?
Yes, of course you're audible. Tell me.
Sir, in the drawn figure, the hands and legs like things. What is this? I mean, this is a part of the whole endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm.
No. Not like in the hands and the feet. Endoderm is not usually present. Ectoderm and mesoderm are present over there. Okay.
Okay, sir.
But germ layer, what are the derivatives of germ layer? That is a discussion of another chapter. I am not bothered about it right now. I just wanted you to understand whether you are understanding germ layer, whether you are understanding triploblastic or diploblastic or not, whether you are understanding ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm or not. If you are understanding that, forget about these pictures. Okay. So these pictures will come back later in another chapter. Okay. When we will discuss embryology. Not right now. So everybody has understood today's portion. No confusion in today's
Sir,
part?
I have
Yes,
one more
Maya.
question.
One more question. Tell me.
Sir, when the layers are rolled in, I mean, how the hands and legs like things grow.
See again, what the question that you're asking, it is about the development, na? So development of human baby is first of all not there in the syllabus. I just give you this brief idea. Okay, if I have to teach you development of hand, development of feet, development of heart, abdomen, head, face, like a lot of people are asking, then it will be a 1.5 month lecture only on this embryology. Okay. So for that you have to give an entrance exam a little bit. Okay, chota exam you have to provide. And once you are successful after that next year, okay, if all goes good, then trust me, you will be reading all these things by next year, this year only. And at that time, you can ask me those questions. I will be happy to explain the things to you, but not right now. All right. Anything else you want to ask?
No, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. So today's time is over. A lot of queries I think are there, but I could not reach them because time is over. So let's stop over here. Next class, ask me those queries. Okay, in the same way in the chat. And today I'll take your leave. Okay. Sure. Thank you.
শেষ করে দিল জীবনটা তোমার না আমার ডোন্ট প্রিটেন্ড
না এখানে না স্টুডেন্ট বসে